Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where we inspire, educate, enlighten and motivate each other to be better versions of ourselves. And today I bring you a special edition straight from Pema Pig Farm. This is a pig farm located in Murang'a County at a place called Kaharati. Today I will be telling you 5 reasons why you need to begin your pig farming venture, and especially in Kenya. Karibu hapa Pema Pig Farm. They are high feed converters. They convert feeds very highly to gain weight and attain the required weight for the market. The meat or the pork market in Kenya is increasing. That is a very key aspect of why you need to think about starting your pig farming venture in Kenya. The market for pork meat is increasing in our region and in Kenya specifically. And that gives you a good place to begin your pig farming venture, because you want to have a market for your produce. And the pork market is steadily increasing in high prolificacy levels. What do I mean by this? A good pig will give you about between 10 and even sometimes 17, at least 10 and above piglets every time they give birth, or every time they farrow, as we say. Just imagine getting 10 piglets every time that this pig farrows. What other animal is able to give you such high prolificacy levels, right? And that is why you need to think about pigs, because they multiply very fast, and in a very short time you will end up having quite a large number of pigs. A good mother, again I repeat, will give you at least 10 piglets and above. And let me just add and say this: pigs take 3 months, 3 days, 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days to give birth or to farrow. So in a good year, you would have your pig farrowing at least 2 or 3 times in a year. You can imagine if it farrows at least 2 times in a year, then you can be able to get 20 pigs in a year. What other animal can give you such high levels of prolificacy? It is up to you. Think about it. Pigs have high levels of prolificacy. Number 4, why you need to start your pig farming venture. Pigs require a relatively small space as compared to other animals. What do I mean by this? If you look at these animals right here, for instance, these are about 19 baconers, right? 19 baconers, and the space you can see from the video is not as big. It's not as big, all right? If, for example, it was for instance, cows or goats, they wouldn't be able to fit in such a space. This is a cube of 10 by 10 feet, all right? And it is enough for these animals to grow up and reach maturity at 6 months without being constrained in space. That is what I mean by pigs require relatively small space as compared to other animals. And that is number 4 why you should think about pig farming in Kenya. They require a relatively small space. And the final point why you need to think about pig farming in Kenya is that pigs or pig farming is relatively cheap to begin. Let me expound a little bit on that. If you look at our structure at Pema Pig Farm, you realize that we have used the ideal materials in construction of our pig farm. However, there are cheaper ways to do this. If you are starting and you don't have the budget to begin big, there are cheaper ways which you can use to begin your pig farming venture. For instance, you don't need to use stone walls, all right? There are things that are called offcuts from timber that you can use instead of using stones, all right? Number two, you may not necessarily use concrete on your floor if you don't have the budget for that, right? As long as the floor is flat, that will be okay for pigs. Number four, if you look at our water system at a Pema pig farm, we use what is called the nipple system, right? You don't have to use the nipple system when you are beginning if you don't have the budget for that. The alternative would be using the troughs, right? Troughs that, the same troughs that you would put your feeds into, you can use troughs for water and then graduate to nipples once you have the budget for that, right? And the final thing is that you don't have to begin big. You don't have to begin to start your farming venture with 100 animals. You can begin with 1 pig, you can begin with 2 pigs. That is pigs that are pregnant, all right? We call them gilts, all right? These are pigs that have not delivered again. Because once you have such a pig at your farm, then this pig will come and give you at least 10 piglets and above. And there you can begin your pig farming venture and grow from there. That is what I mean by pigs. By pig farming doesn't require necessarily a huge capital. If you don't have the financial muscle to begin big, you can begin with simple structures and then grow from there. You can begin with 1 pig and then grow from there. That is why you need to think about pig farming or pig farming business, especially in Kenya. I have given you 5 reasons why you need to begin your pig farming venture in Kenya. Number 1 is that the pork market in Kenya is steadily increasing. That is, you are guaranteed that once you have your pigs, then the market is available. And that is everything a farmer needs to know that there is market for their produce. Number 2, I have told you that pigs are high feed converters. They require a relatively small space. Number 4 is that it is relatively cheap to begin your pig farming venture. What do I mean by this? Is that you don't have to start big. If you don't have the budget for starting big and using the ideal materials, you can use offcuts to replace stones. You can use troughs to replace the nippling system, etc, etc. It is relatively cheap. You don't have to start with 30 pigs. You can start with even 1 single pig that is pregnant, that is called a gilt, and from there you can grow your farm. Finally, the last but not the least is that pigs have a high prolificacy level. That is to mean a pig will give you at least 10 piglets every time they give birth. And that is why you need to think about beginning your pig farming venture, especially in Kenya. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching this video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly consider subscribing. The subscribe button is right below. When you click it, it will turn gray and tell you that you're subscribed. It is absolutely free, and that is how you show me love. If you have any question on pig farming, please comment in the comments down below. I will ensure that I answer each and every one in videos that I will do going forward. If you are thinking about starting a pig farm for yourself and you're wondering where to get good breeds for your farm, you can contact us. Our details are running on the screen. This is our Facebook page. You can go there, like the page, DM us, we will get back to you, or you can call the number that is scrolling on your screen and we will get back to you.